school to wrap up the game. The Peru Tigers move to 4-1 on the season. Get the win here against the Whitko Wildcats, 11-0. I'm joined by Cameron Beecham, the junior pitcher for the Tigers. He had a no-hitter in his first outing, the third in school history last week against North Miami. And tonight was 1 out away from getting another one. And Cameron, I'm going to take full blame. I started talking about the no-hitter in the 4th inning, and we got down to the last out. And I said it once again, one more out for the no-hitter. Gets a little blooper into left center to
now we know to
stop
blame,
that. That's right. And coach said they've been looking for a scapegoat, so I will gladly take the blame. But nonetheless, a great outing by Cameron, a one-hitter to lead the Tigers. Cameron, wind was clearly a factor tonight. How tough was it out there? We were watching, and 2 or 3 times your hat got blown off, and you were chasing it around. And talk about the wind tonight. Did that have any effect on how you threw the ball or anything like that?
It really didn't have any effect. I mean, sometimes I was getting blown off the mound, but I just battled through it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. We were talking. Coach told me before the season your fastball's mid-80s, and the wind doesn't affect hard fastballs as much as it does pitchers with a breaking ball. So a little bit of an advantage in that area for you. Let's talk about North Miami for a second. A cool accomplishment for you, getting the 3rd no-hitter in school history. What did your coaches say to you, and what did your friends have to say about that?
As soon as I got off the field, Coach Brimbury said, "Heck of a game, kid. You threw the 3rd no-hitter in Peru history." That meant a lot to me. My friends at school, they said, "Hey, I heard what happened. Nice job. You threw a heck of a game."
That's cool, man. That's really awesome. That's something to be proud of, and something you're going to remember forever. Crazy thing is we didn't even know the no-hitter was going on, so we didn't talk about it last time. So clearly, I mean, the only person to blame here is me for today.
Got a lot of thoughts on that, Derek.
Coach is going to rip me here in a second when he gets on. But like I said, Cameron Beecham joining me here today. You had a home run in your first at bat. Looked like, from what we thought, it might have been a deep fly out. Just got up there and caught the wind, and you rode it out for a nice shot in the first. Talk about that, the pitch he gave you, and how you took advantage of that.
He gave me a curveball that was belt high and inside, and I just opened my hips and let it fly.
Coach talked to me about how you guys pride yourselves on being good inside hitters. So good job. He's definitely going to be easy on you. Maybe not. Maybe give you a little praise. Did you get the game ball tonight?
Yes, I did.
Did you get it against North Miami as well?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 game balls so far for Cameron Beecham. Cameron, thanks for joining us.
Thank
We'll
you.
go ahead and talk to Coach Brinberry. Awesome accomplishment, man.
Thank you.
1 hit for Cameron through his first 10 innings. Very impressive. Coach,
Good job, Cam.
Chuck Brinberry, going to step in.
Yeah.
Good job, Cam.
Thank you.
Coach, let's just get it out of the way. Let me have it.
Yeah, well, you know, we were looking for, we never talk about it.
Yeah.
You position your outfield, the kids all know about it, but these kids are calling out Coach Heilman a little bit. It might have slipped out in the dugout, and then we find out up here maybe you talked about it. So there's a couple, we call it kangaroo court, but Derek, we install fines in this program, and so you'll get your list. It's usually food because we like to eat, but you'll get your list of fines for talking about the no-no. But what a player Cameron is. He threw 1 inning at Pioneer. He's thrown 5. He's on 5, so he's got 11 innings, given up 1 hit on the year. He had command of the strike zone all night. I love it when great things happen to great kids, and that's who Cameron Beecham is. Very humble,
Yeah.
A very quiet young man. Gets up there and pokes one out, hits a breaking ball, and then on the mound, complete control again tonight. He's a Division I pitcher. He is a prospect. He's on the futures list. He's a junior. Outstanding family, and I love it when good things happen to our kids.
Yeah, and first thing I noticed when he came up here, hard to get him to talk about it. I mean, he's that humble. He's
very quiet.
It seems like he
man.
doesn't want the attention
That's Cameron
necessarily on him. I mean, you gotta love those type of kids. Coach, we talked about it all game of how much of a factor the wind was, especially for Whitko's pitchers, because they weren't burners and they couldn't really cut through that wind. They tried to throw the breaking balls, and the wind looked like it picked it up, and the wind would pick up and die down, and you never knew how fast it was going to blow.
Yeah.
Cameron did a good job of using his fastball to cut through it. Talk about how that affected maybe your coaching, if it did at all.
Yeah, we try to throw a ton of fastballs in these type of conditions, as you saw tonight. We did not throw very many breaking balls intentionally. And sometimes when you have a hard thrower like we do, they don't like the wind blowing right in their face like that.
Right.
I thought Cameron handled it well tonight. There were gusts 30, 40 mile an hour out there tonight. He did have his balance off. I think I said that probably 20 times, balance up tonight, because the wind was a factor. Also give credit to Whitko. They were a little overmatched tonight with Cameron on the mound, but they played some very good teams and battled with them. They had a little bit of an off night tonight, but Cameron's going to do that to a lot of teams, and they're very well coached, and we wish them very well as the season goes on as well.
Okay, Coach. Talked about at the beginning of the year the bats. Okay, you were a little concerned to start the year about how your bats would pick up,
yeah.
But 11 runs today, you can't really ask for much more.
Yeah. The problem is we're built for guys that throw. The drills we do are guys that throw 82 to 85, which is 3A sectional, regional, semi-state, and state. You're going to see 86, 87 at that level. So our drills we do are against bat speed drills against hard stuff. So sometimes we've always struggled against the slow stuff and hit too many flares and fly balls and that stuff. I told them out there, don't worry about it, guys. You get enough to win, and we'll keep preparing for the sectional, regional, semi-state, and state, which we don't see that type of pitching. We see hard stuff by then. So proud of the kids for their adjustment. They got some timely hits, took advantage of an error out in left for them, and when you got the big man on the mound, that's not going to take but about 3 usually, and if that. And so proud of them. They got a couple of key hits early. And I know a couple of our guys are still a little frustrated with hitting fly balls versus line drives, but that's baseball. And give credit to the young man from Whitko with 2 outs and 2 strikes, finds a hole out there in the Tiger defense. So that's part of the game. We're ready for Valley tomorrow night. They're going to be a very nice club, and Primorano will be on the mound on a pitch count, but get a little work, and then both the left-handers will be ready for conference next week.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow night for that Tippy Valley game, 6 o'clock start, so make sure you tune in for that. Before I let you go, a new sponsor tonight just picked up, Duke's Hospital. We're doing an injury report with them. Do you have any injuries or bumps or bruises to report?
Well, we've got a couple guys that a little bit sore arms. It's Northern Indiana baseball, that's the way it is. But Kreischer wasn't in the lineup tonight because he's got a little bit of an arm issue we're taking care of. Creighton Ray's beat up. The backup catchers are beat up just from practice, but very, very proud of our kids. One of the things you're seeing is you can't throw in a third very often or they'll wear it, and we get a lot of free bases that way. We talked about it at Southwood. I said we had no hit by pitches, no bunt for hits. We lose by 1. Come up today, I think we had 2 or 3 guys that had hit by pitches. Those are singles in the book, and I was proud of our kids showing a little toughness tonight.
Yeah, you look at your schedule at the beginning of the season, and you think these first 5 games, if I would have told you you'd come out 4-1, you'd be pretty happy about that. I mean, you guys started the season off with some good teams.
Yeah, we've played some very good people. We've had a couple of games that weren't close, but they're good coaches, good players. That happens, and it happens to be when Beach is on the mound. I think offensively we loosen up a little bit when he's on the mound and look a little different. So we'll get there. I'm proud of the kids. It was a cold night tonight, Derek. You guys always do a great job of covering Peru Tiger baseball, but good crowd out there tonight, and looking forward to playing Valley tomorrow night.
Good luck, Coach. Good job.
Thanks
Great start
again,
to the
Derek.
season.
Appreciate
You're welcome.
it.